WW51. For many people who follow the Spanish royal family, the relationship between King Felipe VI and his eldest daughter, Princess Leonor, appears strong and full of mutual respect. Public appearances often show a proud father and a young woman preparing carefully for her future role as Queen of Spain. But behind the ceremonies, the smiles, and the official photographs lies a difficult reality. Being a monarch and being a father are not always the same thing. And sometimes, the responsibilities of the crown can force painful decisions that affect even the closest members of the family. One particular choice involving Princess Leonor sparked widespread discussion and left many royal observers wondering whether King Felipe had been placed in an impossible position. Was this a decision made by a father, or by a king? The answer reveals just how complicated life inside the Spanish monarchy can be. A future queen with enormous expectations. From the moment Princess Leonor was born in 2005, her life was destined to be unlike that of ordinary young people. As the eldest daughter of King Felipe VI and Queen Letizia, she became the heir presumptive to the Spanish throne. Every stage of her upbringing has been carefully planned. Her education, public appearances, language studies, and military preparation have all been designed with one goal in mind: preparing her to someday become Spain's first queen regnant in generations. Yet that preparation has come with sacrifices. Unlike most young women her age, Leonor's choices have never belonged entirely to her. Every decision carries constitutional importance. And that reality would eventually lead to one of the hardest moments in her relationship with her father. A father's love meets royal duty. People often forget that King Felipe himself once experienced similar pressures. As the son of King Juan Carlos I, Felipe spent decades preparing for responsibilities that sometimes conflicted with his personal wishes. He understood better than anyone the burden that comes with being born into royalty. Because of that experience, many believed he would give Princess Leonor greater freedom than previous generations had enjoyed. And in many ways, he has. King Felipe and Queen Letizia have tried to provide a more modern upbringing for their daughters, emphasizing education, discipline, and personal development. But even modernization has limits. The Spanish monarchy operates under traditions and constitutional expectations that cannot simply be ignored. Eventually, those expectations placed King Felipe in a position where he had to choose between what might have been easiest for his daughter and what was expected of Spain's future queen. The military training decision. Perhaps no decision illustrated this conflict more clearly than Princess Leonor's military training. In 2023, it was announced that Leonor would begin a 3-year military education program similar to the one completed by King Felipe himself decades earlier. The program included service and instruction through the Army, Navy, and Air Force. The announcement immediately attracted international attention. Supporters argued that military training would strengthen Leonor's preparation as future commander-in-chief of Spain's armed forces. Critics, however, questioned whether such a demanding path was necessary for a young woman already facing enormous responsibilities. Some wondered whether Leonor had truly chosen the route herself. Others asked whether King Felipe had insisted upon it. The discussion quickly expanded beyond military matters. People began debating the balance between personal freedom and royal obligation. Why the choice became so difficult. For King Felipe, the issue was deeply personal. He knew firsthand the demands and sacrifices involved. Military training had shaped his own life. But times had changed, society had changed, and Leonor belonged to a new generation with different expectations. Many fathers would naturally want to shield their children from hardship. King Felipe was no exception. Yet as monarch, he also had another responsibility. He had to ensure that Spain's future queen possessed the experience, discipline, and credibility necessary to represent the country and led symbolically as head of state. The monarchy's survival depends heavily on public confidence. Any perception that Leonor was receiving special treatment or avoiding traditional responsibilities could have damaged that confidence. As a result, King Felipe faced enormous pressure. And according to many royal analysts, there was little room for compromise. Public reactions were divided. When Princess Leonor entered military academy, reactions were mixed. Supporters praised her commitment and maturity. Many viewed the training as evidence that she was taking her future responsibilities seriously. Images of Leonor in uniform generated admiration among royal supporters. Yet others questioned whether such a path reflected her own desires. Some commentators argued that young royals should have more freedom to determine their own futures. Others believed the demands placed on Leonor were simply too great. Throughout the debate, King Felipe remained publicly supportive while emphasizing the importance of service and preparation. His statements reflected pride, but observers also detected the emotions of a father watching his daughter face difficult challenges. Leonor's remarkable adaptation. Despite the intense scrutiny, Princess Leonor adapted to military life with impressive determination. Reports described her commitment to training and her willingness to participate alongside fellow cadets. She embraced physical exercises, ceremonies, and academic instruction. Her efforts earned praise from many Spaniards. More importantly, they demonstrated that she understood the significance of her future role. Rather than appearing reluctant, Leonor projected professionalism and dedication. That attitude may have reassured King Felipe. After all, the choice that had generated so much controversy was producing a young woman increasingly prepared for the responsibilities awaiting her. The hidden emotional cost. Still, public success does not eliminate personal sacrifice. Royal life often demands separation from family, strict schedules, and constant public attention. Military training added another layer of difficulty. For King Felipe and Queen Letizia, watching their daughter enter such a demanding environment could not have been easy. Parents everywhere understand the pain of seeing their children leave home and face challenges alone. For royal parents, those emotions exist alongside national expectations and media attention. The situation highlighted a truth rarely discussed. Behind crowns and titles are human beings experiencing the same emotions as everyone else. Pride, worry, hope, and sometimes guilt. Lessons from King Felipe's own life. King Felipe's experiences likely influenced his thinking. His own preparation included military education and years of public service. Those experiences helped him navigate crises and eventually assume the throne. Perhaps he believed the same preparation would benefit Leonor. Not because he wished to burden her, but because he wanted her to succeed. In that sense, the difficult choice may have reflected trust rather than punishment. Trust that his daughter possessed the strength to overcome challenges. Trust that preparation today would protect the monarchy tomorrow. And trust that Leonor herself understood the importance of duty. Queen Letizia's support. Throughout the process, Queen Letizia stood firmly beside both her husband and daughter. As someone who entered the royal family from outside aristocratic circles, she has often been associated with modernization and closer connections to ordinary Spaniards. Observers have noted her visible emotions during important moments involving Leonor. Like any mother, she appeared proud and protective. Together, Felipe and Letizia have attempted to balance tradition with the realities of modern life. It is not always an easy balance, but it has become essential for maintaining the relevance of the Spanish monarchy in the 21st century. More than a royal decision. Ultimately, the choice involving Princess Leonor represented something larger than one family decision. It symbolized the continuing evolution of the monarchy itself. Modern royal families must satisfy expectations that sometimes pull in opposite directions. They are expected to preserve tradition while embracing change, to appear relatable while remaining symbols of national continuity, to be parents while also fulfilling constitutional duties. King Felipe's decision reflected those tensions. It may not have been the easiest path. It may not even have been the path he would have chosen solely as a father. But as king, he understood that some responsibilities extend beyond personal preference. Conclusion. The story of why King Felipe was forced to make this choice against Princess Leonor is ultimately not a story of conflict between father and daughter. Instead, it is a story about duty, sacrifice, and the unique pressures faced by modern monarchies. King Felipe's decision regarding Leonor's preparation demonstrated the difficult balance between love and responsibility. And while public debate continues, one thing remains clear. Princess Leonor has continued to face her future with determination and grace, while her father has stood beside her, not only as Spain's king, but also as a proud parent navigating the extraordinary challenges that come with raising the future queen. Sometimes the hardest decisions are not made because someone wants to make them. Sometimes they are made because responsibility leaves no other choice. And for King Felipe and Princess Leonor, that reality has become part of the remarkable story of Spain's royal future.